Welcome back to Barely Making It with me, Fena Barbitall. Today's episode is all about embellishments. Last month, we constructed our base garment. As you remember, I left the top edges rather raw. This week, we're going to learn how to disguise those edges by using some very colorful friends of mine. I went to Target and spent exactly $20 and came up with these gorgeous flowers. Aren't they lovely? Today you're going to be needing just a couple of things. Glue sticks, a glue gun, and your scissors. And like I said before, drag should not have to be expensive, but it should look expensive. First, examine the specimens. Next, pop the head off each one. Now, sometimes with the flowers, if you take the flower head off, they kind of come apart. If that is something that's going to happen, you can take your glue gun and you can secure them before you secure it to the dress. In this case, I want it to be flat. So I'm going to cut off that little excess and I'm going to put a little drop of glue right around the base. Most of the time when it comes to drag and stage wear, something you're going to wear on the stage, under lights, for an audience, for a performance, this is good for, I love floral dresses covered in flowers for like a brunch. We used to do a drag brunch in Boston and it was literally like, go to the dollar store, go somewhere, find a bunch of cheap flowers and glue them all to a hat or something. That was like the project of the day. I was not an expert when I started. I was just literally trial and error. Everything was trial and error back then. I didn't have YouTube. I didn't have anybody really to learn from. I know fashion-wise, I was absolutely inspired by like pop stars and like, you know, Vogue magazine and fashion and that kind of stuff. And I was like, God, I can't afford to have a Versace dress, but I can go down to the fabric store and I can get something similar maybe and kind of drape. Now that we have detached our flowers from their stems, we can start to arrange them on our neckline where we're going to put them. We have two different colors, so we're going to alternate shades. So I'm using hot glue today. I definitely suggest glue because sewing is just a whole nightmare. Trying to get a needle, you have to hand stitch it, it's a lot. I'm using hot glue currently. You can also use E6000, which is a fabulous adhesive. It just takes a while for it to dry down. Now we have a good groove going, and here we have our embellished neckline. Isn't that nice? Big fat rhinestones. These ones come with a little sticky already attached to them, but it's not sticky enough. We are going to take our trusty glue gun, apply a nickel-sized dollop of glue, and then we're going to place our stone right there in the center. Press and hold. Now we're taking this dress from a simple walk around to possibly even a stage costume. Okay, well, we've made it to the end of the episode, and here we have it. Our floral and rhinestone embellishments. That's going to lay so nicely on the décolletage, right? Thank you for joining me on another episode of Barely Making It. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to this channel. And if you followed any of my tips this week or from any week, I'd love to see the photos or videos. Tag me in them, send them to me, snail mail, I don't know. I don't have an address. Good luck. I guess I won't see you next time because you're not here, but I'll be here and hopefully you'll be here next time. So I guess I will see you next time. Bye.